Today I have a couple of things. Mostly I just kind of want to cover, and we'll work on a handful of things. But I think glowstone will be the background here, because it looks a bit nicer. And we'll do that. Beautiful. And this. Oh, it works like a charm. I love it. And I did try to put... Oh, well. I did try to put the blocks above the pumpkins right here, but as I figured, as was discovered last time, they need an air block. So, didn't really work that well. But I haven't done a whole lot around here. Mostly what I've been doing is in the nether, actually. So, I will show you what I've done so far. And there's a reason why I've been mining all of this cobble. Yeah, I've been having it on peaceful because I've been bridging 3,000 blocks in each cardinal direction, or at least, you know, each direction. Because, well, as I learned in an etho video a while ago, right now there's no lava pockets in the generated nether. And so what I remember etho saying that he did was he went some odd amount of blocks and generated the nether. And that way, when he builds in the nether, he doesn't have to worry about lava pockets. So I wanted to do the same thing. I went 3,000 because, well, I have an idea for another hub that I think would be really cool. But one thing I've learned from doing this, old lava is one of the most annoying things. Now, I want to show this because I don't see any people talking about how old lava acts. And it's so annoying to deal with. So, for example, we will cover up this one right here. In current times and in newer updates, it just slowly takes care of itself and goes all the way down. Now, I'm going to laugh if this thing just proves me wrong. But it doesn't, it's like it has multiple source blocks throughout. Because you have to keep doing this. And I don't know why. So I don't know if it's just extra slow for some reason, even though in the nether it should go faster. Unless that was a new thing. But yeah. It's just so annoying. And I just thought that I would show it. Mostly in case someone knew possibly why that's a thing that it does that. But either way, I'm not too fussed with it. I just thought it was interesting, especially with in current times, you just take out the source and it's done. It'll eventually weasel its way down, but not in old Minecraft. Not in old Minecraft at all. So today, boop, boop. I don't think I want to do much in the nether right now, because honestly, the blocks that I kind of have in mind of what I want to do is for later updates. But I'll be generating the nether in the different directions. I've already gone 3,000 in this direction. Or no, 3,000 in that direction. I'm currently working on this direction. I think I'm about 2,000 blocks in that direction. And we just need to finish off the others. But I wanted to kind of muck about in the storage and kind of figure out what I want to do. And we're only about an episode or so away from updating to the next update. Yeah, I definitely like that wood and cobble transition. And sandstone for the floors definitely works. However, I really hope that this turns into less gray. I'm cool with a darker green, but it's basically gray. And that's not very fun. Now here, what needs to be done? Need to figure out the lay of the land. Because I'm really not going to do too much for storage, to be honest. Since obviously we'll be updating throughout, so There's not a huge there's not a huge need. There's not a huge need to make it perfect or anything like that. I just want to have one kind of communal area that stuff will be sent to. And so the idea right now is that basically any farms I have will be funneled in this direction into here. Now, obviously, as time goes on and the farms get more advanced and more able to push out a bunch more stuff, you will probably have to change it up and do a second storage unit, a storage system. Honestly, I'll probably have quite a few storage systems throughout the world as time goes on. But I want to have just like the basic one to where I can run in, drop stuff off, and be good to go. So that's basically what this one is going to be. And like I said, we have all these different avenues to explore and adventure off into. So yeah, this heads all the way around to here. Where does this one go to? Oh, this goes right underneath the farm. Yeah, the crops. So if I wanted to continue this, I do have a shovel. Fabulous. So what we could do is continue this down. And oh, this could run. Oh, this will run to the spawner. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So yeah, this could be the way to the spawner. Oh, that's perfect. Totally forgot about that. All right, awesome. Although I have no idea if there's any specific way to make a spider spawner. Minus, I know it's better to have them drop down than to really do much else. Although you can do the trick with basically drowning them in the water if you put signs up here. So they'd hit the sides basically all around, and then you can just have them be drowned. That may not be a bad idea. I don't know how efficient it will be, just because I don't know how much that'll affect the rates or how the spiders will essentially decide to go up the walls or not. Because I know basically once they hit the walls, they go straight up. But yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Either A, just doing a full-on drop them down and just get the spider web or string. Spider web, string, same thing. Or doing like a specific farm so I can get the spider eyes, which would be not a bad idea considering spider eyes are pretty used in a lot of brewing. So, okay, this is awesome. I didn't realize, for some reason, I totally didn't realize that it was that close to my stuff. Oh, that's great. It's over here. Nope. See, I'm already lost. Wait. Let's... Oh, shnikes. Oh. Oh, hang on. Okay. We're right... Oh, this is perfect. Right in the farming section and everything. Okay. Alright, alright. I have two options. I can either A, build a deal from like this direction and then find the spider farm, or go through the storage system, or I can make this a separate entrance. I could make it a secret entrance as well. Ooh, that'd be a fun little redstone project. I like that. Okay, I do like that plan though. I have no idea how to make a secret door though. Zero clue. Other than the obvious of just basically a sticky piston holding a block, have redstone power that, step on, step off, but... So how many sticky pistons or slime do I have left? So I don't think I had too much left. Oh, never mind. I have quite a bit. I only need 2 if I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And we need get rid of this, that, and that. Okay. Well, I found what we're going to do. I want to try and make a secret entrance. So if we do... Do we want to do that? How would I want to do the design, though? We'll probably switch the design up from what we've done around here. I don't just want to have it all be copy-paste, especially if people want to explore the world at some point in the future. So we'll probably switch up the design here, but what I'm thinking is we'll have this right there. I want to grab some of the stone brick and see... No, it has to be one higher. It has to be there. It would probably be better to have it be sideways. However, the problem becomes when... So here's what we can do. What buttons are in the game right now? Are there any buttons in the game? I don't know if there are. Oh well, for now we'll just use a pressure plate. Okay, so this needs to power this. But it needs to be... Okay. I really want to try and not look it up. Try to, but that may not be possible for me right now. Wait, if we do that, put the torch underneath there, put the... That's gonna, like, corner power it, isn't it? No. Okay, what if we do that? If you put the torch right underneath, that doesn't do anything, does it? No. But if we do... I really want to try and just learn this. Like, muck about with it and figure it out. So we'll see if I can actually do that. What if you do that? Well, that won't work. That won't change anything, I should say. Okay. In my head, it's very easy. But my head can often lie to me. Problem is that I need it to extend. I need it to stay extended, and then I need it to retract when I step on the pressure plate. So if we do... Okay. If you were to put that there... What about that torch tower thing I hear about? No. Okay. I thought there was a way... Okay. I may have to look this one up and kind of see how it's done. Because you need to keep the piston extended, then have it canceled when you step on this. Okay. So let's head outside, and I kind of want to just experiment with a few things. Okay, so we put that there. No. So you would need a specific, redstone deal, switch or clock or something to keep this going. Cause yeah, so it works like that, but you need to keep it permanently going. I do not understand redstone well enough right now for me to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna need to look this one up and just kind of see how someone does it. Okay, so I found this very simple design by Attic, A-T-T-I-K, but I need to understand why it works. That's kind of the key thing here. So that powers the block above, and I'm assuming if you do that, it holds it longer. Right? I think. Okay. 1, 2. Seems like it's the same length. So the repeater just... So what does the repeater do here? Does the repeater delay it? Okay. But it opens the same with just a redstone pulse going into it. I think it delays it by just a little bit. Now, how can I implement this with a vertical door? That's the question. So if we take this idea... Actually, let's keep this here, just so I can have an idea. Okay. So if we flip that upside down, or for example, just put it into the dirt. Oh yeah, I forgot about snow blocks. So many things I forget about. All right. So we have the sticky piston facing straight up with our block right there. Now with this, the redstone, that powers that block. So what you would need to do... So what if you just literally just copied that? So you put... say that right there. Put that right there. And then we run this... over here. Okay. Cool. All right, I'm kind of understanding it. Very much kind of. So I guess the only thing I don't totally get is why this works the way it does. The whole point of this is to figure out how the redstone works, so then later on I can make cooler things. But I still don't see the repeater adding much to it. It might delay it a little bit, but nothing crazy. Okay, so let's do... So we would need that down there. This is going to extend next to it. Oh wait, it needs to be up one more. We got that there. We then run this right there. And then can we... No. Okay, so it doesn't work like that. So it has to... So it goes... Oh, so it doesn't go into the torch, it goes into the block. So like this? Aha! Okay. Okay, so you have to turn off the block. Okay. Alright, so if we put a repeater there. Alright, so just walking, I get hit at the very end. Okay. The repeater does slow it down just a touch. Or it slows it down to entering the block to turn off the block, not exactly delaying that. Okay. I'm slowly understanding this. Very slowly. Alright, so that would have to be the design for the bottom one. But how would we make the top one? That becomes the question. I'm very excited about this. I know it's really not much for most people, but this is very interesting for me. Alright, so we need... It's gonna be there, there... What? There? And then... Okay, so... This needs to be right next to that. So it'd be that? No. It needs to power the block right next to it. So it needs to be this. Nope. Wrong one again. Needs to be this one. Okay. What if we do this? No? So I got the bottom one figured. Okay, so it needs to be there. All right, let's see if we can link these together. It needs to go into the block, not the actual torch. Ooh, so close. Okay. That's because of the delay. Oh, oh, cool. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. I'm very easily amused. I've never actually built a redstone door. Okay, so how would we do this underground? That's the question. All right. So I'm going to keep these up here for now. That way I can reference them. And we're going to finagle with downstairs and see how we can do. So I was kind of close to it. So we need this, this, and then we're going to need to do a bit of excavating. So if we put this right here, okay. So, and then we use the tree farm for its intended purpose. All right, but then the problem becomes, how am I going to run the redstone line? This might be a cacophony of wires. Yeah, so it can't be running into the torch itself, it needs to run into the block. That is what we have figured out. Oh, needs to run this way. Okay. So if we run like that, no. So it has to be more distant somehow. So I would like it to be up and down. But is it, how much easier is it just to do actually like side to side? So if we run the two things over here, because at this point I would really like a secret door right here. I don't know why, but I would really like one. I think it'd be kind of cool. Although it won't be very secret with a pressure plate right there. But we're not going to think about that right now. It's a secret in spirit. How's that? Okay, so we could put... Nope, can't do that. Alright, so we can't put it there. So if we put the things over here, and then you have block that redstone right there, and then you cover that back up, and then you run the redstone over here. Will that do it? However, it needs to be up one, but okay, and then we put that on top. Beautiful. Now if we run this over here into that block, but okay, what we'll need to do, so we need to drop this down a little, and we'll have to do some finagling around here. Okay, that into, but if you go there, you're gonna get that. Because what you want is for it to go up there. So if you do that, no. I don't want it to intersect with this, so if we put it backwards, so that's, okay, that's gonna be covered by a stair. So if we do that, then we put this directly into that. This should, in theory... Aha! Perfect. Okay. Now I just need to actually cover this up. And also, can I want to see if I can stick a repeater, because I can't do... Yeah, that won't work. But I could do that, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's see how this works. Oh, shoot. That's gonna block it, damn it. I could put glass there, because it goes through glass. I'm figuring things out. I'm so proud of myself. Well, actually, I don't know if it still goes through glass, but it will in the future. Little pumpkin farming while I wait for my singular piece of glass. So let's see. No, that still breaks it. Dang it. Oh, never mind. It goes through it. Okay, cool. That's fabulous. Okay. Alrighty, so let's do this. We put that there and this there. I just realized. I need to have it. Oh, dang it, yeah. So I need to have it one block further in and one block this way. Technically, I could drop it right here, but I don't want to. I want to make it somewhat symmetrical. So, because yeah, I could put that there. and then do that. But I don't want to. So what we will do is we'll have to move this all over by 1. Put that over there. So if we keep it down to just 1 tick. Okay, yeah, that actually works a lot better. Okay. Well, I didn't expect to be building that today, but that's fantastic. Let's put that back on top. Let's cover this whole thing. Make sure that it still works. That might be the only issue, is I'll have to figure out... Trapdoors would be the only thing I can think of to put them here to cover that. However, the only trapdoors that we have right now are oak, which has the holes in them, which is less than ideal. So I could wait until spruce trapdoors become a thing and then put those here. Because even the fences will... Yeah, they'll be seeing that. So I think that's what we'll have to do. Oh, that's so cool. So if we do that and that, okay. And then we would head down here, right into the spider spawner. Fabulous. And then, however the heck I get up. Again, not really the most secret tunnel in the world, but it works. Okay, well, I didn't expect that to take so much time. So that's going to be all the time that I have for today. But hopefully you enjoyed me finagling with this and slowly piecing it together. I am quite happy with it. It's a very small addition, but it is an addition. I'm trying to understand more of the redstone, so that was pretty nice. But yeah, for right now, I'm okay with that. I just wanted to have something built. And it's a nifty little door. So that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you did enjoy. And I will see you in the next one. Do take care of yourself. Thanks for watching.